Hi everyone, how's it going? Angelo here. The Five Nights at Freddy's Halloween Horror Nights Haunted House has officially been revealed to the public, with some of the largest crowds forming for FNAF. Today will be a fairly quick video going over the new footage and photos inside the haunted attraction, focusing mainly on the actual animatronic performance on stage, the FNAF movie security room and kitchen walkthrough, Foxy running down a hallway, the yellow rabbit, and so much more. That's pretty much all I have for today. You know the drill. No more yapping. Let's jump right into the video. Halloween Horror Nights has taken absolute control over my YouTube recommendations and For You page, featuring some of the coolest FNAF themed merchandise, FNAF themed entrees and treats, a real life Freddy Fazbear pizzeria, and even a photo op of the FNAF movie. Now, we've had the pleasure of sharing some of the new official looks at the animatronics performing on stage with the official Halloween Horror Nights haunted houses open to the public. The animatronics are actually performing on stage prior to entering the full haunted house experience. The animatronics look absolutely amazing, and I'm sure seeing them in person will be a dream come true. The stage performance being the first interaction for the house is a great tease for when the animatronics are taken over by the missing children. Let's talk about the outside of the haunted house being practically an exact replica of the FNAF movie entrance. The exterior facade and logo is pulled straight from the movie and literally looks like you're walking into an actual Freddy's restaurant, especially with the welcome arch making a return with the drawings from the children appearing on the walls. The animatronics performing on stage are followed up by Chica in the kitchen with several Freddy Fazbear pizza boxes, then Mr. Cupcake jumping out from the wall. The haunted house's path forces parkgoers to make their way into the security office. The security footage on the TVs are exactly like the ones from the first movie, featuring the same Nebraska poster, and even the Celebrations poster has been updated with Bonnie's new guitar, a cool little detail to include inside the attraction. I wanted to make note that the sound design in every room is specific to the room and very reminiscent of what occurs in the movie. Moving on from the security office down another hallway, it looks like Foxy's first appearance is actually going to be very terrifying. Foxy is seen down a hallway on a track, looking super menacing, meaning Foxy will be running up to Jumpscare parkgoers. Probably one of the coolest Foxy aura moments in the movie, standing still at the end of a hallway, then rushing towards a crowd, is peak FNAF. I have heard recently the tracking system has not worked correctly, which is a very accurate depiction of Foxy from the games being out of service. Here we have the Freddy Saw mask making a return, and obviously being lit up does not look as appealing as when the actual haunted house will be operating. I would assume the saw blades do actually turn on, and we can possibly hear screaming coming from the chair. Now onto the solo sections of the haunted house, we do get a closer look at Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie, Foxy, and Chica, which all look identical to the movie models, since again, they were created by the Jim Henson Creature Shop. Chica holding Mr. Cupcake hidden between some iron shelves looks fantastic, and hopefully Chica and Mr. Cupcake are able to react in some way. We have the supply closet scene with Bonnie being the prime animatronic, again taking directly from the movie, and Hank, I'm sorry, you're not fighting the allegations. Then Foxy and Freddy are also off to the side, hopefully with some sound effects and reactions for when people cross their line of sight. Then finally, the haunted house experience ends with none other than a yellow rabbit jump scare with William Afton's beard scruff poking outside the mask, wielding a knife, attempting to slash the people walking by. The yellow rabbit will definitely be an interesting addition to the haunted house, especially giving parkgoers a false sense of security where they could be quote unquote escaping the pizzeria to then be ambushed by William Afton himself. The suit looks extremely rugged, definitely a little more ruined state than the movie. I am curious if the Jim Henson Creature Shop took already created prototypes of the animatronics to use for the haunted house, or if they purposely did make the yellow rabbit a little more grotesque. Either way, I'm happy for everyone who gets to experience the Five Nights at Freddy's haunted house, whether you're in Orlando or even Hollywood. This is truly an amazing experience for any FNAF fan, and I'm so glad Universal was able to provide such lore accurate, movie accurate, and just overall love to the attention to detail in all regards of FNAF. The amount of details in the house itself is a love letter to the FNAF fan base. What an extraordinary time to be a FNAF fan. That's all I have. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!